Nigel.
Hey, Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel jumps right in before I even get to say a word. But everybody, welcome Paranormal Nation Radio, Not So Normal. Denise and Ron, and how's Nigel doing tonight, too?
Yeah. So Carl, how was Thanksgiving?
It was real good. Me and Tammy did our own little meal here because the weekend before we was out at the kids' farm and had a gigantic Thanksgiving dinner. So me and Tammy went and got a turkey breast, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, corn, dressing. I think she made some yams for herself and pumpkin pie. So we was good to go.
Herself.
Oh yeah, I don't eat that stuff.
I was gonna say, not a yam guy, huh?
No.
It is harder to cook for two people.
It is.
It's really hard.
That turkey breast was really good.
Did you smoke it?
No, she did it.
Oh, okay.
In the oven, put spiced honey rub over the outside of it and baked it in there, and then took the juices out to put in stovetop dressing and everything, and it was real good.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good.
We had a turkey breast, and I made it in the roaster because I'll tell you, the roaster is the best $30 I ever spent to use the roaster only twice a year.
Well,
I
could.
I mean,
I can get it. We can get a small breast, and I can smoke it.
Yeah, and so
have something else.
So we did that.
We'll have some leftovers anyway.
We had mashed potatoes and gravy. We had dressing.
Christmas.
We had sweet potatoes. Well, we had sweet potato casserole, the very southern kind.
Right.
We had I made jack stack cheesy corn. Had to have something Kansas City after all.
That's right.
Turned
out good.
Yeah, it did. Everybody's been making corn pudding, and it's cornbread. I mean, how many carbs do you truly need on Thanksgiving?
A lot.
Because all you're gonna do is pass out.
So I ate like 5 or 6 rolls.
Yeah, I only made 8 rolls because I figured we're all on a diet kind of thing.
Yeah.
But nope, that did. So let's see, what else did I make? I can't think of anything else that I made. And then I also made pumpkin pies, and I made a banana pudding cheesecake.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And it did. It turned out really well.
Hey, Mom.
Next time I'm going to do it with vanilla wafers instead of
graham crackers.
Yeah, because it called for graham crackers. So, howdy ho, everybody. Hey, Susan. And Karen.
I keep forgetting the Freebird down there on Rumble with Susan. But yeah.
I can tell by the picture of the puppy.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's their dog.
Yeah. I mean, when we went out to the kids' house, they had, all the family was completely there. And so we had every counter in the kitchen had some dish on it. You was going around going, okay, what do I want to try here? What do I want to try here? Who brought this? Who brought that?
So you had a smorgasbord.
Oh, we did. And I pigged out. I was miserable.
The thing with Thanksgiving, you need a Thanksgiving plate.
Yes.
One just for Thanksgiving. The regular plate is too small.
Yeah.
I get
fit everything on.
I get those big divided.
You don't want to look like a pig if you grab 2 plates.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you get those big styrofoam divided plates, it's perfect. Nobody feels like they're pigs, because it's all on there.
Still ain't big enough.
Yeah, it's still not big enough. But yeah, ours was good. We had I didn't feel good. It was also 80 degrees.
Yeah.
So it got a little bit warm in here. And we were going to go to the beach, and the weather had changed. The wind started coming from the north, and I just said, we're not going, and I don't feel good. So I went
you
to
didn't
bed.
feel good. That's why.
I went to bed.
Yeah, about 3 o'clock. I said, "Well, we're going to the beach," and you're laying on. I don't feel good.
Yeah. So That wasn't 3 o'clock. It was 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
Everybody
Platter.
left around 4. So
a turkey platter.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
always
those
oh,
plates are
everybody
that big.
around paper plates and stuff like that. You know, you can go back for more food. Why is it always heaped up over the top?
They want to make sure that they get what they
Everything.
want before.
Yeah, I guess, but
they
maybe they figure, okay, I'm on a diet. I only eat one plate full. So they make this gigantic mound on there, and you're going, okay, just start at the top, and you'll get to the turkey at the bottom somewhere in there.
You know what's bad is those people who can't have their food touching the other food.
Mm.
It doesn't work for Thanksgiving very well. But
No,
that's
it
the
don't.
reason why I have the divided plates, is because
How about the
some
ones
of our
that
kids don't like that.
have to eat one thing at a time?
Yeah.
It's just, all mashed potatoes and gravy, then something
Mhm.
else. I mean, it's not a little bit of everything. It's just
No, it all
eat one.
mixes together, and you put
I
it in your
know.
mouth. It's
But
going to
people-
mix
some
up that
people
in
aren't
here
like
Some of our
anyway.
kids did that for a while.
Yeah, our kids always wanted their food not touching the other food
Mhm.
when they were little. Are they still like that? I hope not, because that's not how I sent Lindsay her Thanksgiving dinner. So,
Right.
but yeah, we only had
Did she
us.
say anything about it?
Yeah, she said it was good.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, we just had Lauren and Devin, the kids,
And then desserts. Yep.
and
Yeah.
us. So it was a small one, and Lindsay had to work, so she couldn't come. But it is what it is. And but yep, it was nice. It was toasty, and I basically slept for 2 days after that.
Uh-huh. I know I did when I got home from the kids' house and everything. I went, I'm tired. I mean, I think I went to bed at 7 o'clock. I was so stuffed. And then got up 4 o'clock next morning, did a bunch of work, and I was like, oh, turkey syndrome again. Take a nap.
Yeah,
It's amazing what turkey does to you.
I know, and it's so good for you. But people are really unaware of how many people don't eat turkey.
Right.
And until Thanksgiving, you don't even think about it.
This is 35% of Americans don't like turkey. I didn't know it was that high.
Now, I can honestly say the only time I want turkey is like a turkey breast. The canned turkey and different things that's got turkey in it, I don't care for it. For some reason, it doesn't taste like a turkey, turkey.
The thing is ground turkey isn't supposed to taste like ground turkey. It's supposed to taste like neutral meat.
Right.
Now, turkey bacon, I use that because we don't eat pork.
I know.
And so with that, we give up some things. But most of what we're giving up is sodium and fat. It tastes very similar. It is smoked. But, if you go to the wholesale club, sometimes they have this really nice turkey Canadian bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like ham. It is great for beans.
Oh, really?
So that tastes good. But, I mean, even ground chicken doesn't taste like ground chicken. It just tastes like neutral meat. I mean, so honestly, the only one that tastes like ground anything is ground beef. I have never had ground lamb, though.
Oh, really? Oh, you'd like it.
So, don't know.
I've heard it's
grill
good.
it up.
I've never ate lamb or any of that.
But I will say, I'm grateful.
Hello, Julie.
Oh, hey,
Julie.
I'm grateful that Thanksgiving is over. I'm concerned about Christmas coming in 22 days.
Yep.
Seems pretty quick.
Yes, it seems like it's very fast.
It is.
So everybody, go get your Christmas shopping done. I don't know when Hanukkah is this year, but I bet you it's soon.
That's what we're going to do, a little shopping tonight.
Isn't Hanukkah the 12 days before Christmas?
No.
Okay.
We got our passports all situated, so that's
Hanukkah.
Hello, Irene.
got that started.
It keeps taking what it,
Oh my God.
Wow,
Read this.
$100
Look at this, folks.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
couldn't find
Ooh.
my turkey now because it only comes for Christmas in Japan. It's over $100 because of shipping costs from
yeah.
Costco, Japan.
Yeah, they probably don't raise turkeys there, do they?
And how much is the Jif peanut butter? She goes, don't ask. Oh my Lord.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I mean,
didn't
Jif here
realize
is like $5.
Yeah.
So Hanukkah starts on Christmas this year and is over on January 2nd.
Oh, Irene,
okay.
We're getting our passports renewed, so
We can come. Yep. I just got to figure out
Could
when
be
I'm
on
going to
the
retire.
Oh, I know it's coming around, getting close. Well, look, New Year's isn't that far away.
no.
It's right around the corner. And just hoping 2025 is going to be a lot better for us.
$50.
Well, it ain't worth it. It ain't
Wow.
worth peanut butter's not worth $50.
$50 for a small jar of peanut butter? Oh my Lord.
If we go to Japan, we'll bring some stuff with us, Irene.
Yeah.
We'll bring a
big load
couple
up
big
on
jars of
peanut butter and jelly and take it down there. Man, you make a fortune.
Yep.
Well, maybe not the jelly. Peanut butter. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll trade. We'll do some
jelly's high
trading.
price there too.
Wow.
Well, see, for us, it's a 10%, sales tax. So depending upon where you're at, not here.
Not here.
Right,
but,
right.
But yeah, we have so much peanut butter. I mean, for $50, we could get 50 jars of peanut butter. No, not 50. Maybe
the big jars for what?
Those are 8.
Those are big.
Yeah.
Big jars.
I get two big jars for $8.
Yeah.
So that would be a double size jar of Jif. So it's like 32 ounces.
Yeah, they're big.
Well,
they come in a 2-pack
at the wholesale club.
Yep.
So you can figure that out. You can get at least for $50. You can get at least 8. So
that's true.
But tonight, guys, we do not have a guest.
No. So if you have any questions, ask.
Yeah. Here are the reasons that we don't have any guests tonight.
3/4 of the people that'll be we're going to try and do another get together in April. Or I'm probably looking at second or third week of April. You know, one of those weekends. And I'd like to do 2. I'd like to do 2 investigations, one night and one the next. Or, 2 nights apart. Or I think we could probably find a couple places close enough. But yeah, we need to start throwing out suggestions.
Ideas, yeah.
Place where you want to hit.
Either that or I make it for you. So, but yeah, the reason.
I mean, Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas.
Yeah.
I don't know about Iowa. You want to go?
Not in April.
Yeah.
I just know that if we go across the Iowa state line, it's going to snow.
Oh yeah, we know that for a fact.
Yeah. So, and we've already seen our fair share of snow. It was just flurries, but that was enough. Not here.
Oh, I was gonna say, where was this?
No, up there in Illinois.
Oh yeah.
So no, we don't need to see it.
Nope.
I got PTSD from snow.
I saw it on TV. They got snow in Gatlinburg right now.
Yeah, that lake effect up there in Michigan and Pennsylvania and New York and all that. Oh, it's bad up there.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, one guy comes out and he's showing these cars. I think they're cars. And he goes, I don't know. Where do you start?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have PTSD, post-traumatic snow disorder.
Big pile ups.
There you go.
Yeah, we're like, how do these people deal with this shit? Oh yeah, we used to do that.
You did it for years.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
to a point.
I did it. I did it my entire life until we moved here. So
Yeah, well, my work car was a Prius. That limited what I could do in the winter.
Yeah.
That thing was horrible in just a little bit of snow.
Oh, I can imagine.
so
Yeah, one morning I had to drop Lauren off. We knew a storm was coming in.
it was snowing.
They just didn't know when. They thought, well, it could be morning, late morning. I had to meet a truck in town. That's probably about all I was going to get done that day. So I just hope the truck isn't late. So Lauren, I remember something with her car. I had drop her off at Subway 2 miles away
it
in
wasn't
town.
anything with her car. I didn't want her to drive because
Yeah.
it was going to snow really bad.
It wasn't doing anything when we got in the car, drove the 2 miles, and about the time she hopped out of the car, here come a couple snow flurries, and I went, "Oh, looks like we're going to get a little bit of light snow first." And I said, "Well, have fun. I hope you're busy." And I no sooner got back on Metcalf, a mile down the road, and I couldn't even see the damn road. It was coming down so hard. And by the time I pulled in the driveway, I went, "Uh-oh, I think I made a big mistake. I don't think I should have let her out."
Yeah, she was at work at 8:00.
I mean, that fast in 2 miles. You couldn't hardly see anything.
Yeah, it was 8:00 in the morning when he dropped her off. They declared a state of emergency in Kansas.
10 o'clock, 11.
By 10 o'clock, she didn't even get inches. She didn't even get Subway opened. She had done all the prep work and had to put it all back. And she goes, "How am I going to get home?" And I said, "I'll find a way."
Yeah, I said, "I'll just have, put on a bunch of clothes and stuff. I have to bring a bag of,
stuff for her."
I said, "I can't drive. We couldn't drive up there."
No, they told us.
I said, "I'll just have to walk up there and then, walk back." And so Denise says, "Well, Ron Anderson is chief of police." And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, I'm going to call and see if he'll do us a favor and see if, the cop will go by and pick her up."
Right.
And she did. She called down there and they said, "Yeah, we can swing by. We normally don't do this." But they said, "Yeah, we could do that." And
they go, "It might take a little while."
It did. I mean, they got 4-wheel drive SUVs at least.
Yeah.
Right.
They get her to the edge of our neighborhood. Okay. You knew where we
lived our corner
on Metcalf. They dropped her off in front of that white house and she complained about
having to walk about 150 feet. She goes, "I had to walk all the way." I said, "You're almost going to have to walk from Subway 2 miles in this crap."
Oh, that sounds.
Oh, here you go.
Good. I love Kobe steak.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, night, Nigel.
Night, Nigel.
Good night, Nigel.
Trail Kansas Cemetery. You got 2 bright orbs. One was blue and one reddish pink. Huh.
But yeah, the reason we don't have a guest tonight, people, is
nobody likes us.
No, because of some people said they had to work. Some people are shoveling snow. Not us. And
we didn't understand
that's somebody else was out hunting and I assume is tired. And the other one is on patrol. So needless to say, they had to work or they had Christmas parties and none of us were invited.
That's right.
I'm more offended by that we weren't invited to the parties. So
depends where they were at.
I know. But at least this week we have our paranormal meetup on Thursday night. It's going to be a little cold, but it's going to be cold for anybody. I mean, it's going to be maybe in the high 40s, but that's still going to be chilly.
It's going to be chilly compared to ours was 13 or 17 this morning. It was cold.
Well, I just hope that Mark remembers to bring his pumpkin fudge that he promised. Oh, hello, Anthony. I hope you're doing well.
Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
So yeah, we're going to be doing Mark Foltz. I've had him on as a guest. We're going to be going over some of the recipes in his mean old grandma's cookbook that he's putting out.
Right.
So
500 pages. Is it?
yeah, it's 500 pages,
Woo.
not 500 recipes, but 500 pages. And he's going to be doing a cooking show.
He said he wanted to
on
thin
that.
it down, but he goes, I just can't. He goes, it all goes together.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
And Anthony, snow is only amazing when you live in Arizona and you can go see it and leave it without having to
Right.
bring it home.
That's right.
The minute
you can
you
go
have
an
to
hour
shovel
away
it,
from it and be completely out of it.
if you have to shovel it, it sucks.
Yes, it does.
And if you have to try to stay warm, it sucks. And what I really feel bad about is those people in Asheville. Some of those people still don't have the basic necessities. But
Right.
I think, everybody just needs to pray. So for everybody who doesn't have what they need right now. So it is good to see you too, Anthony. Yep.
It
Good
is.
old grandma's cooking.
Hello, Tom.
hey, Tom.
So
Yeah, I
if you
know.
guys have
Mark,
any questions, please
Mark
ask.
told me he was going to start his cooking show here before too long. So
Yeah. So, and if you end up needing help with production, let me know.
okay.
Oh, he's got a lot of stuff, a lot of recipes to go over.
Oh
That should
yeah,
take
he
a while.
does. He was on Cat Show here, 3-4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and was kind of telling some of the oddball
Oh, yeah.
names of the recipes. And I was like, oh my God, the name sounds terrible, but the ingredients sound real good.
Mhm.
I
but
have a recipe for starling pie. Yeah, you know what starlings are, don't you?
Yes.
The birds.
And it's
Mhm.
from a cookbook that Dara and Caitlin got me for Christmas from Laura Ingalls Wilder. That's what they would make because the birds were so invasive that they would catch them and kill them and eat them in a pie. So basically blackbird pie.
Right.
So
Oh, I know. That's why Tammy's been digging through her stuff and finding her mom's and grandma's recipes that they wrote on little cards or on paper.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take those and take a picture of it and redo it in some of my software. And on one of the cutting boards, I'm going to list all the recipes on there.
interesting. So yeah, I've
Right.
got some with my mom's handwriting, her yeast roll recipe and some other things that I
Well,
made
that's
for
what's
years.
cool with my software. I could take your grandmother's handwriting, exact just like it, the picture of it, and what she wrote, and laser engrave it on cutting boards, on ceramic plates where they're going to serve the cookies or whatever around.
Mhm.
It could all be done on there with the recipe right there in the middle of it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you know what? That makes me think of that lady that told everybody that they couldn't have her cookie recipe, that they would get it over her dead body.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that one? She's got a
No, I have.
headstone, and on the back of the headstone is the cookie recipe.
Oh. Now that's good. That is
Like
real
she
good.
said, over my dead body, you're going to get it. I thought that one was great.
Oh, I know.
Thing
There's
is,
some.
she hadn't died yet, but she did put it out there. But none of her family had been to the graveyard since she hadn't died. Nobody went out there.
Yeah.
Thinking ahead.
Yeah, that's what was fun out there at the kids is everybody brought something. So you're going around looking and going, what's this? What's that? That looks good. What is it? And some of it was real, real good. Some of it, I could pass on it.
Yeah. I've got stuff like that. Like the sweet potatoes I made this time, I told Rod, I said I didn't like them very much. And I probably won't make that recipe again. Because every other year that I've made them, I've just made them off the top of my head. I don't follow a recipe. This time I followed a recipe. But the worst thing is that I gave my mixer, my hand mixer, to Leah.
Oh,
So I had to use a stand mixer, and a stand mixer does not get everything as smooth as you want.
no, it don't.
So that was, I think maybe that was my problem. Too much sweet potato that wasn't mixed into everything else. I don't know. But maybe next time I'll just get a smaller can and go from there. And
Right.
Karen makes good sweet potatoes. She makes them
Mhm.
with the marshmallows and without, because
Mhm.
some people like me are picky, and I like marshmallows, but I don't like them on my sweet potatoes.
Right.
So
Too sweet.
So
huh?
where are you guys? Where are you guys going to spend Christmas at? At your house or
Here.
at one of the other kids'?
no, here.
Here we're hoping they come down from South Carolina or
And
can make it.
yeah, we don't know what the weather's going to be like. I mean, they are at the foothills of the Appalachians. You
Yeah,
just don't
I think
know.
weather will be all right. It's in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Right. Did they get their roof fixed?
Yeah,
No. They're
working on moving.
yeah, they're working on moving. The great grandmother who owned the house passed away.
A couple weeks ago.
And about a
Yeah.
month now.
Yeah.
And the grandmother says that she's getting rid of the house. She can't afford to have two houses.
It's paid for. It's just the property tax. They just don't want to
Right.
pay it.
And
Right.
And that's probably not much.
Well, because they're going to
we
their
just paid our property tax here.
property tax was going back to when the house was built in the 70s.
It's just cheaper here on everything.
Yeah.
Electric, property tax is a lot cheaper. Although some people say it's more expensive. Not ours is
compared
going to be like
Kansas.
4,400
Yeah, I can
in
go out there and
Lewisburg.
look.
It's $3,000 here.
Mm.
Electric's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
We use a hell of a lot more of it, and it's still a lot cheaper
Yeah, we're not even using $100 a month of
because
electricity.
it's all electric house.
Plus, we have
So-
nobody here. It's just,
Well,
Right. Right.
I mean, I do
our
laundry.
gas, back in Lewisburg, our gas and water bill were together, and even in the summer, we could not get it under $100. It was always
Right.
about 120. That was about as cheap as you could get it. Of course, in the winter,
Exactly.
it'd be $300-400 easy.
Right.
Yeah, after that, you remember that horrible icing that happened down there in Houston and stuff? After
Mhm.
that, our bills didn't go up. They voted 6 months later to increase our bills to pay for the excess gas that we had to pay for. So they ended up building it in over the next 4 years. And of course, what happens after that. It never goes back down. So that's what the city council of Lewisburg decided, because they were our gas provider.
Right.
So that meant that our bill was definitely never going to be back under 125
never.
at least a month, because we were paying for gas that we used that year for however
Right.
many years.
Yeah,
it
in the
took.
summer, the only gas we used was our
Oh.
hot water heater.
Yep.
That was it. And we still
Right.
we could not get it under $100. It was, usually 125 at least.
Yeah. And the gas fireplace, we shut that off. Once there was no chance of an ice storm or anything, we shut that sucker off,
Yeah.
and we would only turn it on around the time that we thought we might be getting an ice storm.
Right.
So we were prepared. But I mean, there were some years we never even turned that thing on.
Not many.
Not many, but yeah, there were a couple. So
Anytime there's a threat of ice or snow, I'd have to turn that thing on.
just in case somebody hit the pole.
Once you got it, it had an electric switch to get the gas started.
Right.
Once you got it going, you didn't need that.
Right.
Yeah.
You could lose power and it would stay going, but
Yeah, that's
you had to
the
do it
nice thing
before.
about having one of those. If an ice storm comes in and the power goes out, at least you got heat in there.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
the
well, at least
reason why.
we could all get in the living room anyway.
Yeah, we don't turn on a light here either. I mean, this is unusual, except for on Mondays and Tuesdays where you're going to see this many lights.
Right.
We only live in one room. this is it. You know, we're not out in the whole house. We could have gotten a small house. I mean, we could have very well gotten a tiny home, but it would have been really crowded with Lauren and the 4 dogs.
Right. But yeah.
But yeah.
So, and let's see, you guys have got a cruise coming up.
Yes. We are going
February.
Yep. We're going February 1st
months.
through 6th, and a bunch of our family is going to be on there. So
Call
anybody,
it a float trip.
I will tell you, that poor crew is in for it. I don't think that they know what they got themselves into.
Now, is this on a regular big cruise liner?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Royal Caribbean.
Oh,
Enchantment
yeah.
of the Seas. So it'll be going from Tampa to Cozumel and
Costa Maya.
Costa Maya, I think is what.
That's where they got the pyramids. I do want to check those out.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's some really nice beaches there as well. I just don't know what we're going to do. I mean, we got 2 days where we can get off the ship. Well, and then the last day, of course, we can get off.
Right.
And we're
Yeah,
done.
it's only 2 stops.
Yeah, there's only 2
Yeah.
stops. One, they're both
See
in
you,
the
Irene.
Bye. Good night. We have we'll have 1 day at the furthest one, and then the next one by morning we're at the next stop. You know, we stay there until like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and then we just kind of cruise to the next one.
Yeah.
So the longest
Not too
part
far.
of the trip is the first part. So, but you know what? It's
We got
not
what?
hurricane season.
The offer you said today to upgrade our
Yeah,
room with a balcony.
got a
I
bid
don't know.
on it.
I don't. Huh?
It's a bid thing.
Oh, you got a bid on it?
Yeah.
Man,
I mean,
Oh, you
I
got a
don't
bid
I
know.
don't know.
on
I
it.
don't know if I'll be in the room much. I can't think of why I would.
Unless the
And
boat's
there's a
going
lot of
down, I
things.
think I need a
There'll be a
balcony.
lot of things on that ship to do.
Could be. I don't know. I
There's a
mean,
casino. There's multiple restaurants. There's a shopping area. Wow.
yeah, we want to. If we do another cruise, I do want to do the Alaska one. Everyone I've talked to said they loved them. Love
That
the
would
Alaskan
be
cruises.
that would be a good cruise. And I'm not a fan of big water, but getting up there where
The coast.
they drive around and show you the glaciers and all
You
that
see
stuff.
all kinds
Oh,
of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Get
yeah,
the
I
drink
have,
package.
Nah.
no,
Not doing it.
no, we don't drink much. And the Black Friday special or the Cyber Monday special was $62.99 per person. And we can't buy it just for one of us. We have to buy it for
Right.
both of us. And it's per day.
Per day.
$62.99 per day per person.
Oh, crap on that.
That's right. I'll buy my own damn water.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Forget Kansas. Yes. Forget Kansas, Julie. It sucks.
Yeah.
So, and Julie, I did reach out to some people in Wichita area. Most of them are not doing paranormal anymore. So,
Yeah, I know.
and a couple of the
That's-
ones that I thought of were really good people, but they're not doing it.
Right.
And I don't want to get you hooked up with some stupid asshole. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a couple we knew. They just disappeared.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
she's in teaching, and she just didn't want to do it anymore. With she's just busy with school. So, and I understand. People get busy.
But I wonder why everybody down around the Wichita area quit doing the paranormal. That's kind of strange.
It's not everybody.
22 days. Holy
Like I said,
cow.
it's not everybody. It's just everybody I know.
Do you see that? Susan and Mike are leaving on the port for a 22-day cruise to South America and Antarctic. Wow.
I hope the water doesn't freeze.
Wow.
22.
Mm.
Ouch.
22 days on a ship.
Where do you
Ain't
leave
happening.
from? Yeah, Susan.
See, they're going to Alaska in August, so
They probably
not gonna
leave
go
from
to
down
Ireland.
around Gaines or down Texas. I would say.
There could be one leaving from Florida.
It says South America.
Oh no, it would be the other side, maybe.
Yeah.
Where? Yep, where? So, are you leaving from California?
Texas,
Are you leaving? Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
So they're probably flying to
Flying
Brazil.
there. Yeah.
So
wow. Fly to Brazil and then get on a ship.
Yeah, we might, after our Ireland trip, we're gonna probably look into a riverboat cruise, a river cruise over in Europe. We'll pick a country or two.
some safe ones.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just interested in learning more about everything.
Japan would be that'd be a cool place. I always wanted to go to Australia too.
Yeah, but they said you need at least 2 weeks to go to Australia.
Yeah.
So
And you'd have to check
definitely
your
wanna
bed
go.
and all that stuff every time you climbed in it. Because the little bitty spiders and then the big gigantic spiders down there that'll kill you.
Well, you also had, like in Vegas, we had to keep an eye out for
Scorpion.
Yeah, scorpions, even at the hotels, because they could just come in on your stuff.
Oh, really?
No, Anthony, just a bunch of people just decided that they were just getting out of it. That was all.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff in the Wichita area either.
So I don't know. It
Yeah, baby.
No, but
and they can't
you
do
got
anything in the
Dodge
winter
City,
time
you
there.
got all them places around there that history.
Yeah, but you know what? The last place you want to be in December is Dodge City.
Oh, that ain't no lie.
I
I mean,
sound like you experienced that.
I've been down there in parts of Kansas when I drove
Yep.
over the road.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, they're not a fun place to be at in the wintertime.
No.
we've been out there
That
when we drove from Vegas back home, and it had stormed in Kansas and Missouri, and there was ice everywhere, but the wind was cutting. I mean, it hurt
Yep.
to have the wind hit you. I felt so bad. We got pulled over by this cop. We were the only people on the road. I mean, and he pulled us over and he goes,
he goes,
Well-
you know how fast you're going? I said, about 62. That's why I had the cruise set. He goes, yeah, you're doing 62 and a 55. And I was about ready to go, oh my, I'm the only one out here.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I'm treacherous.
and then he just asked us where we were going, and then we were coming back from Vegas in February, so it wasn't like we went for fun. And when we told him, he just told us to have a great day and be safe.
Yeah.
But it hurt.
He didn't want to be standing out there any longer either.
Yeah, Dodge City.
In fact, he had that look like he looked back at his partners like, why did we pull you over again? Like, seriously? 62 and a 50. Okay, I'm out here standing freezing my ass off for this. Okay, it ain't worth it.
But we did find out that in Kansas, they have rest areas that do not have heat.
Right.
And these are these little bitty ones. What was that road between Wichita and Liberal, where we go through Greensburg, Kansas?
Yeah.
There's that little rest area
50?
there. It's a little park that had you're going to the bathroom as fast as you possibly can. And you're not washing your hands because the water's frozen.
Right.
A lot of
Right.
Republicans are jealous of. Oh no,
Oh, I
no,
know.
not
You get out
jealous.
there, Kansas, then you get in the western part of Nebraska and Wyoming. There's nothing out there to stop the wind
No,
when
No,
it's
that's what's
blowing
really
cold and snow. And I
no.
mean, it's
I went up to
nasty.
North Dakota. That's all you heard was the damn wind blowing 24/7. There's nothing to stop it.
yeah.
No, there's not.
I mean, Dodge City is up on this hill. I mean, if you've never been there, people don't realize it's up on this big hill and the wind just comes right across there, coming off
Uh-huh.
the mountains from Colorado and stuff. And it just, ooh.
Well, you've seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the movie, right,
Yeah,
Carl?
right. Yeah.
Okay, you can relate to just about everything in that movie, can't you?
Yeah.
I know when I used to travel, that's why I love the movie so much, because I said most of this crap has happened to me.
Well, that's the way with me driving over the road all those years I did it. I seen so much different types of weather.
Yeah.
Just like what
Yep.
they're going into the lake effect up there in Pennsylvania and Michigan and everything. You know, that always amazed me going up there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sea snow is a
I-
blackout. And that's just about what they have up there going on.
Yeah, whiteout. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And it's
So-
supposed to go for like 10 days.
Oh, yeah.
The
I got
wind up
snowed
there is
in Missoula, Montana once.
Mm-hmm.
I was up there about 3 days. There were no flights. You couldn't get a flight out. They just got
Oh,
snowed
I
in.
know.
I want to say
It's
something
not
about
hard.
this comment we got in here from Bryce Cooley.
Oh,
I
he's an
know.
idiot.
I'll tell you, I'm just going to say, nobody's jealous of him.
Of that drug-riddled piece of shit.
Right. That's the thing. Nobody gives a shit
No.
about him other than he needs to pay for his crimes. He's not going
That's right.
to. His dad took care of it. But
Yep.
no Republicans want to be drug riddled.
No.
Not to mention probably
They're-
syphilis ridden as
Yeah.
well.
Right.
and their
Right,
corrupt
right.
daddy from the
And-
worst president ever.
And I doubt he's getting high quality hookers if he's on crack.
No.
No.
I'm just saying. The only thing he may be
No.
lucky about is they have no teeth.
Mm.
That's it.
Oh, Lordy.
So we're gonna go there.
But he's never had to work, that's for sure.
Oh, that's
You
true.
know,
Thanks,
and that's the
thanks
thing.
to his sperm donor.
Yeah. The thing is, we've all worked really hard for everything we
Yep.
have. Everything.
Well, look at this way. You're down in Florida now. You're not going to have your big New Year's Eve parties that you used to have up there in Kansas with everybody there.
No, not unless people
That's
decide
true.
to come down here. And you know what? Maybe we will. Maybe we'll have parties again. I just
Here?
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Got to decide on
hey, I'd always do a big bonfire. And a lot of times, well, our neighborhood, everybody would go out and party and they'd drop their kids off. So we had the half the neighborhood's kids babysitting. We just have a big bonfire out there.
roast weenies
Roast
and
marshmallows and hot dogs, and they had a great time.
hot chocolate and apple cider.
Yeah, we had fun.
Till it got too cold.
It didn't matter. The fire
me-
sometimes was so big, it could be 10 degrees, and we're out there in t-shirts, standing around because the fire was so damn hot.
Right.
You wouldn't know because you weren't out there.
No, I
I
got
was.
I got tired of being out there and freezing my ass off. So
Get closer to the fire.
look at this little kitty.
Yeah.
This is big.
Well, I
Mouth
can
Pete.
remember, 30, 35 years ago, wintertime didn't bother me.
Yeah.
I can even
It didn't bother
remember
me.
when I'd get on a horse at midnight with a full moon out there and there'd be a foot of snow on the ground and just ride around for an hour and a half. It was so peaceful and quiet
Yeah,
and
you could
everything.
see.
Yeah, you could see you're sitting there on the saddle, just standing there, and the breath off
Yeah.
the horse. You could see the breath floating up, your breath floating up. look up at the sky, and it was crystal clear and just some of the best fresh air you ever breathed in. Now, I think about that. Hell no. It's too damn cold.
It's too cold.
That's another thing. We earned this. We earned this change in our scenery.
That's, I did do when I was younger. I when it would first start getting cold, it was about early November or so. I would go out in just a t-shirt and kind of
Acclimate.
Yeah, just kind of get out, kind of get cold on purpose.
Right.
Just kind of acclimate. And I know there are times where I was out, in the snow and that, in the real cold weather for a long time. I could barely feel my hands, but it still didn't bother me. But shit, now
I keep telling him his hands are cold.
the last couple years at Coinstar, I had a lot of machines that were like right in the entryway, and you got the damn door in the middle of winter, and it's just, man, it was just too cold.
Wouldn't stay closed. The door wouldn't stay closed for any.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't hardly stay up there very long. I kept thinking, man, it never used to bother me that much, but it got to where I just hurry up, get done, and move on.
Well, I know every time we go to Walmart, that one up here in Cameron and everything, you got a 50-50 chance that Coinstar is in operation or not.
Wow.
That's how bad it's gotten.
Oh, I know. I'm sure it's went to crap.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Anthony, a frozen pop.
Well, I mean, they gave whoever took over. I mean, they got a lot. I mean, that territory was way too damn big to begin with, but they even got more to do. That's another reason I left. And I said, nah.
So, Anthony, a frozen Pop-Tart could also be considered a hooker in Kansas right now.
Yeah. And like Gary said, in the 60s, he had a shovel width path 4 feet high from the house to the barn. Yeah, we had big storms back there in the
Laura.
early 60s, late 50s and stuff.
Yeah, we used to shovel driveways, and me and my neighbor Mike, we didn't know we'd gotten a little snow, and then I guess there was some sleet that came in sometime during the night, and then snow on top. Yeah, the first house we stopped at was a double driveway, and we said, "You want your driveway shoveled?" And the lady goes, "Oh yeah, that'd be great if before my husband gets home." And I'm thinking, it's 9 o'clock. I said, "When did you get home?" She said, "Usually around 5:30, but with the roads, it may take longer." And I thought, that will long have this done. Go ahead. Hit the first shovel. It's like, what the hell is this? This is solid ice. And I'm like, oh shit. We're out there with picks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went back. We were trying different shovel. We broke a shovel. Mike says, "I think my dad's got a pick." So with a pick, we didn't even get a fourth of it done. By that time, it's almost 2 o'clock. Mike says, "Oh, the hell with this. You can keep my share. I'm out of here." I like, thanks. I told the lady, I said, "I'm going to finish this damn thing. It might take me till summer, but I'm going to finish it." I did. It took about 2 days.
Oh,
but yeah, their driveway was all.
Their driveway was shit in the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Few of the pick marks got into the concrete.
That's one thing. I don't really mind the snow. It's the ice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know it was going to be ice.
I really hate the cold air.
It was cold too. Because
it makes your lungs just kind of close up.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, I probably would have doused it with salt if I had to do it all over again. Think about that.
Yeah,
that
like
could tear up
Gary
the driveway
said,
too.
The stories and everything back in the 50s and 60s around this area up here in Missouri, we got so much snow, the bulldozers were having a hard time pushing it.
Wow.
I mean, when you see pictures of it pushed and you only see 2 foot of the telephone pole sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know in
Yeah.
19, yeah, the December of 1960, I would have been 5 months, 6 months old. I came down real sick, almost like pneumonia. Well, my grandmother, Mama's dad, lived in Marble, which is 8 miles from Kingston, right? He didn't have a vehicle. He walked all the way from Marble to Kingston to check on me. The bad thing about it is he walked back and he got pneumonia and died from pneumonia in February.
Oh.
Yeah. And stuff. But yeah, them years back there, I remember some big snowstorms, but I guess right before I was born and right after the first couple of years, Missouri got hammered with snow.
So,
Oh yeah, that New Year's was a weird. That was so weird.
I wouldn't get into that one.
We had like 3 or 4 parties we were going to hit that night. We were trying to figure out which one to go to, and they said, "Yeah, I might get some snow and ice later on." We're all thinking, okay. And I was about 5 o'clock. All of a sudden, it started just dumping snow on us.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody called and said, "Yeah, so and so party, that one's canceled." And everybody started I'm like, "You can't do this on New Year's Eve." We had plans, and then everything went to hell in a handbag. By 7, 8 o'clock, we're sitting there, me and my brother, like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna stay at home, are we? And 2 girls. He knew one of the sisters pretty well. I knew of her older sister. I didn't really know her that well. That was considered a jock. I was in that niche, and she was in the band.
Uh-huh.
You know, marching band, whatever. And so anyway, they get a call, and Roger goes, "Hey," he goes, "Listen to this." It said they want us to come over to their party, and I was like, "No, what?" Yeah, we walked over in the snow and ice, and I don't know, it was a little over a mile, I guess, or something, but it was crappy weather. We thought, why are we even going to this party? I don't really know these people or anything, but they treated us great. I mean, plenty of food. Yeah.
There was only you 2 boys there.
Yeah, they were
it. We're all girls.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
better than I thought it would turn.
1977. I went to my girlfriend's house for a New Year's Eve with her parents, right?
I think it was 77.
Well, we got a gigantic snowstorm. I got snowed in at that house for 5 days.
Oh,
I think that was the same one.
Oh, yeah. That was not a good time and everything. No. Me and her dad didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things and stuff. But, yeah, that was not a good 5 days up there. We'll put it that way.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
So back in 76 and 77, that, late 76, early 77, the Chesapeake Bay froze over. We were out there. People were driving cars.
Crystal got iced in at our place in Lewisburg.
Oh, yeah, she did. Well, you remember that's when she came for
the investigation in courthouse.
New Year's. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and New Year's party.
But yeah, we went up to, I went to when I was growing up in Baltimore. This happened. I remember seeing cars driving across.
That was funny.
The Chesapeake Bay. Okay.
That was a funny New Year's. That was probably one of the funniest ones.
But that year they had this thing they called the Big Freeze. I don't know if everybody else remembers that winter being as bad as it was, but I think that was also the year that they were showing Buffalo having people out there shoveling off their roofs.
Yeah.
It was a bad winter. I mean, the winter of 1980 was almost as bad. as far as snow goes. But I remembered watching all that happen. I mean, real time, I learned how to not ice skate, but ice walk very well. We had fires out on the snow or on the ice, and not normal. But what's bad is that those stupid people that were out there driving their cars on it, eventually the ice got a little thin.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people lost cars in the bay that year. But of course, in 76, 77,
stupid.
I was only 11 years old.
Right.
So I wasn't a driver. I was just watching. But can you imagine?
They still do a
walking
lot of
across-
that stupid stuff around here and everything. Oh, it's froze over. We'll drive out on there. Next thing you know, tow truck's got to go out there because they're down in the water.
And a tow truck can't get them half the time because they're even heavier than a car. But
No, when the tow truck driver gets out there and goes, who's going in the water? Because I'm not. To hook this thing up.
no.
We had I would make up all kinds of different games. I had one that's called the bomb game. You had to do it at night. It had to be snowy or icy because you couldn't get any good traction. But what you do is somebody would be the quarterback at the top of our driveway. You'd have a receiver. Somebody would play receiver down on the sidewalk, and then you had a corner that would cover them. So you say, set hike, and you just take one step back and you just throw a bomb across the street.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to cover them. Well, it was at night, so you couldn't see the ball real well. But that was the hard part about it, is trying to find the ball and then, try and catch it without, getting intercepted. So, get points for whoever would catch it. We'd rotate around, but it was we got about 4 inches of snow and we were doing this and nobody was catching them. They were either dropping them or couldn't get them. But after a while, the snow started getting across the street was our neighbor's front yard. Well, it started getting a little bit warmer. So the snow was melting a little bit. So we're getting more wet than anything. We're sliding, trying to make diving grabs in that. Next thing you know, my brother goes, and I mean, it's with, my brothers and half the neighborhood, and we're loud as hell. And somebody goes, hey, that yard used to be all white. What's all the different colors? We're looking like, I don't know. And somebody goes, all right, I think it's grass. Like, oh, really? Didn't think anything of it. We just kept playing for a couple more hours. Next thing you know, most of the yard was mostly green or dark. So I said, oh, that's well, I think we're good. When the snow melted, their whole front yard was all torn to shit. They had to have been wondering what happened to my yard.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell do you not know we were doing that?
Oh, up here, the big thing in the wintertime was you'd get an old car hood and tie it onto a truck and then get a bunch of people on there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did that one time and I said, that's enough for me. I seen too many people get hurt.
All that unsafe stuff that we did back then, at least we didn't eat Tide Pods.
We got an ice. We got an ice storm. It was a full-blown ice storm. And I mean, it was about 2 inch or 2 thick just on the streets.
Right.
And we're thinking, wow, what are we going to do in this? And, we all get together, and we had this one kid, he just moved in from Baltimore like 3 months before, and he was dumb as hell, but crazy as hell too. He goes, oh, well, what we used to do in Baltimore was go bumper ride. I'm like, what? Bumper ride? And I said, what is that? And he goes, oh, you just sit at a stop sign when a car pulls up. I'm like, there ain't nobody out in this. It's like 5 below, solid ice, just quiet as all get out because it's, nobody's out. He goes, yeah, you just wait till a car comes up and you grab a hold of their bumper and you go ride. I'm like, okay, well, we just walked around. We walked around about 2 hours and finally said, man, we're getting cold. All of a sudden we see a car come around the corner, and it's fishtail, and it's trying to get up this hill, and it just slides back down. And he goes, "There's one." I said, "That's the only one we've seen." So the guy, when he finally like stops,
You guys
there's
could've
like
been
8
killed.
of us. Yeah, there's like 8 of us grab a hold of this bumper. So the guy tries it back again, and he makes it up the hill. He gets at the top of the hill. Well, he knew we were back there because, I mean, he could tell the difference. He opens the car. He goes, the door. He goes, "Thanks, guys. Thanks." I said, "Oh, we did him a favor. We helped him get up the hill." I said, "Let's find another car." Yeah, we found another car. It was coming from a different direction. We ended up down by, we're just sitting there riding and riding. Every stop sign, this thing, well, it couldn't stop. It just like went through it. And we're sitting there going, we got crap flying in our face. We're just all laughing our asses off, right? And after a while, we're like, well, we've been behind on this car for a long time. I wonder where we're at. And finally we come in, the guy pulls in his driveway, and we're like, oh crap. So we just scattered. We're looking around like, shit, we're only down by Village Square. Like
oh
2
crap!
miles away from our house. Like, wow, I didn't know we went that far. Like, oh crap, we got a long walk.
But the thing is,
We were trying to find another car. We never saw another one.
you know, if you tried to do that now, you'd have to be looking for a car that was built
Oh,
in the
man.
70s, maybe even the
A lot of
80s
them
at the
were.
latest.
Yeah.
Because
Well, we're big tanks, but nobody was out in that crap.
Nobody has a bumper.
even trucks don't
Yeah,
have
that's true. No
bumpers
one had a
like that
bumper.
anymore. They
No.
all have, you know,
Yep.
A
Prius
one-piece
rear
deal
ends.
all the way around it.
Yeah, it's a piece of plastic.
So maybe that's
Yeah, these
really
actually
the
had
reason.
bumpers.
Yeah,
You can get a good grip on it.
that's the reason why a 65 Impala
But
is
it was-
the best snow car.
I just remember looking
Yeah.
around. There's like 8 of us, you know, on the back of this bumper. We're all looking around, this crap flying everywhere. We're just laughing our asses off. Yeah, riding around. I don't know how long. I was like, I wonder where we're at. That guy finally stops. He had been thinking, where in the hell they all come from?
Oh, I know. We did a lot of stupid stuff back there, but we survived it. You know.
Yeah.
The Darwin Awards, you know, thank God none of us won one. You
Came
know,
close.
Yep.
Well, I will say one thing. We weren't very well dressed to do what we were doing. When we went out, we just thought we were going to, you know, just walk around a little bit that night, and that was it. I didn't think we'd be walking back in -5 and, you know, 2 miles away.
I know. It was like when I was in the Army out there at Fort Riley, up on top of
man.
Custer Hill up there. Oh my
Yeah, it
God,
gets
that wind
crappy.
blew.
Yep.
the wind
Them
never
brick
stops
buildings.
there.
Never.
Ever.
No.
It's always windy there. Between
I mean,
Manhattan and
We had
there.
brick barracks and everything, but still, it felt like you was inside a deep freeze.
Again, back to
Yeah,
the
I was in North
shitty weather
Dakota,
in
man.
Kansas.
They had the barracks there. That's all you heard was the wind howling all night, all day. I asked one guy, it's like, how do you deal with this? Oh, you get used to it. I was up there 2 weeks. I never got used to it. Nope.
Not a
No,
good place to do EVPs
no,
because you will hear it on the wind. You will
right.
hear things. I mean, they say that per capita, more people commit suicide in Wyoming than anywhere else, and it's because of the winter and the winter winds. The wind never stops going. So I don't know. It's just grateful to not have to deal with that. But
Yeah,
you know, nobody's asking us paranormal questions. So I think that we should give everybody a gift and get off of here.
yep.
You got
I
another
think
show
so.
tonight, right?
No, I'm not going to do another show tonight. I've
Oh, you're
got
not?
a lot of stuff to get ready for this event that I got coming
Okay.
up Saturday.
Where
So,
is this at?
here in Gallatin, we're doing Christmas around the square.
Oh, okay.
Every
That's right.
business around the square is going to have vendors inside.
Oh, wow.
So I'll be up there. I made a deal to hold both my little lasers and do some custom Christmas balls and different piles and everything up there for people.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, me
I hope you have
That should be
fun.
fun.
we are. Christine will be up there right beside me with all her baking stuff that she does.
Well, tell her
So,
we said hi and that she's been in our prayers because I know she's had a lot of health issues as well as I think her husband.
yeah, her husband, he got lucky. He got real lucky. He
That's
plugged
good.
up inside. He plugged up inside.
Oh no.
10 days without anything coming
Yeah.
out in the bathroom, right? So he went to the hospital, and sure enough, it plugged up. They kept him in for a week and a half, and he had a virus in there that was plugging up the lines,
Mm.
and got him on medicine, and everything's doing good. But keep Christine and her brother Rodney Norman, the comedian, and everything in your prayers. Rodney's daughter, 24-year-old daughter, passed away 2 days ago from
From what?
cancer. Cancer.
Oh.
Damn, 24?
Yeah, she'd been telling everybody that she had cancer. Went to the doctors, telling them they wouldn't check her, wouldn't check her. Finally, she went to one doctor here a year ago, 6 months, 8 months, something like that, and everything. And he ran tests on her like they should and found out she had stage 4 cancer.
Of what? What kind of cancer?
I haven't heard exactly what cancer it was, but everybody said when the girl found out she had cancer, she was so happy because everybody thought she was nuts
Oh yeah.
for saying, I got cancer, nobody's checking it, I got this. Finally, I got proof. I'm relieved and
Yeah.
everything. So they're around, well, it was the day after Thanksgiving is when she passed away. Because they got her out of the hospital, took her to the house out there in Utah, and had a big Thanksgiving party. All the family, her dad, everything was there. So they got done with that and took her back to the hospital. And about 8 hours later, at 3:45 in the morning, he got a call that she had passed away. So she got to see all the family and everything.
That's good. That meant that she at least got to say goodbye and she was probably ready to go at that point.
She did. She did.
Our daughter, Lacey, her significant other, his dad passed away on Thanksgiving. He was 85.
Right.
And so they're, Joe's having a hard time with that. He's never lost a family member before. Anybody that he truly loved. He's never lost anybody. So
Right.
he's having a hard time with that. And his dad was 85. So, sad, reality sucks, but reality is where we have to live. So, but I'd like to thank everybody who came in tonight and who was chatting away with us. We appreciate it. Hopefully next week somebody will maybe not be shoveling
So
snow,
busy.
working, having parties, that kind of stuff. And, if we can't find anybody, maybe we'll just come on for a little bit and talk to you guys and let you know, hey, we're all
Right.
alive. But join me every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central for the Paranormal Pride. You can catch us every place that you're watching us now, as well as on Dark Roam TV on Roku. And let's see. And then you can join us here every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Central. Every place that you can see us here now too. And Dark Roam TV. And if you guys have any guest ideas, please let me know. I will hunt the people down. If you have a name, I will find them and I will force them to be our guest. I will. I'm really good at it.
You can find us on Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment's Facebook page and Things Network Facebook page, which Denise and Ron and myself, we're all part of the Things Network now. But the big deal is Dark Realm TV, the app on Roku. It's $4.99 a month. And there are so many shows over there right now. Paranormal Nation radio shows on there too. Paranormal Pride's on there. Fake Magazine's on there. Paranormal Experience is on there, all from our network. And a lot of other shows out there. And movies are coming there. So for $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year, you get 2 months free that way. Go find Dark Realm TV on any Roku device. And, yep, there it is.
Right there on your cell phone.
Yep, you can get it on
Or
your
your
cell
tablet.
phone. Anything. But coming soon, we're going to be on Fire Stick. So you'll be able to look up Dark Realm TV on the Fire Stick and on the Apple TV. Will be on there. That's all coming here in the next few months. But we are on there on Roku now. So you can find all the shows and set at your TV and watch and stuff. But you can always find us here on Facebook, Rumble, anywhere too. So we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And we will see you next week here on Paranormal Nation Radio. Not so normal. Have a good evening.
Stay warm, everybody.